welcome everybody to the, I believe this is the 8th episode of the No Name Podcast.
The eighth.
Number 8, which is more than 7, which is not lucky. I'm your host, Mr. Moopsy, and with me are my two other hosts. Introduce yourselves.
It's your boy, Cosmo Jazz.
Man, I thought you was gonna say skinny penis there.
I was thinking about it.
Not the first time I heard it.
Like, oh shit, we're gonna montage parody this shit already? Alright, let's get it.
Demonetized.
Damn, skinny penis then.
And me, I am your other lovely host. Yeah, my name is Baker. I'm a black guy that does things.
Now the only black guy in this podcast.
Yeah, but I'm the one that matters because I called it Suck It Nerd.
Oh,
You can have that. They're getting shot these days. So, all you, buddy.
that's true. Do you want to be the black guy?
It's too late. I called it already.
Oh, yeah. You
Okay,
stuck
just
with
stay
it.
away from white women. That's all I'm gonna say.
Especially the alien ass looking white women.
Do you know?
She's Asian.
Do you know?
I could not tell
how
what the hell she
hard
was.
it is to stay away from white women when they're everywhere?
I mean,
Yes.
there's always Asian
I
women.
live in Nashville.
But okay, so Jess, if you wouldn't mind, do your thing.
Alright, so for today's podcast, we are going to be talking about Thanos joining Fortnite and if he's going to wipe out half of the people there. Spoiler alert, but it's been weeks. Then we're going to talk about the Smash leaks that just recently came out and Nintendo getting sued by a mobile company, as well as something that also happened recently, Black Ops 4, and something that's happening next month, which is E3 talk and predictions on our end. And then finally, we'll be talking about the FGC versus esports, and then go off to some other fun stuff. So, without further ado, this is going to be a recorded one instead of a live one like we sometimes do.
Because
And we're
we
going to
have
start
shit
off.
to do.
Yeah, because we have lives, damn it.
But we're not your dancing monkeys.
But without further ado, let's start off with Thanos joining Fortnite and what weird combos we would like to also have join some weird stuff.
It was very nice of those guys at Epic Games to allow someone to make a movie about Thanos.
Their character Thanos.
Yes, it was. Those nice guys. Fuck those guys. What?
No, I'm kidding. That was a really dope mashup that they did. Especially like amidst all the clickbait and shit that's been going around for Fortnite YouTube, it is spreading like a terminal cancer.
Mhm.
The best
But it's
kind of
like-
cancer.
No.
I didn't say it was a good cancer. I'm just saying it's the best cancer.
You will love yourself.
Okay. Don't know how this ties into with my bad shit, but okay.
Moopsy, love yourself, damn it.
Ah, it hurts.
But it's just crazy. It's crazy that like all the clickbait BS that's been going on, they actually went and just slapped it on the table with something real. It's just like, yeah, sure, we'll just let Thanos be in Fortnite.
Pretty much, yeah.
They let quote unquote no Juan Jick be in Fortnite, so it's like, that's pretty cool.
You mean John Wick?
No, you don't say it. It's copyright.
Oh no.
YouTube claim.
Eddie's gonna get sued.
But as far as future people coming to Fortnite, I wonder.
I mean, I also saw like heard a rumor that Guts from Berserk is gonna be a skin.
Fortnite?
Yeah.
How about that?
That is weird, and that is cool.
And Jessica's like, well, there goes my list.
And you took it.
Damn it, Moopsy.
I wonder.
No.
I wonder.
Go
They need to put Captain Price from the Modern Warfare series in the Fortnite.
They could.
I mean, it depends
I don't
on
see
how
why
much. It depends on how much Activision's willing to pay.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm.
Because let's
Mm.
face it, they are greedy fucks.
They are greedy fucks. No, I'm just wondering because, like, with Thanos, as I've seen some gameplay from him, it's interesting how they implemented him in the gameplay. Like how he can really like shoot the Power Stone as a laser or whatever, and then he has like super jumping and stuff.
Yeah, the way that he plays, it's almost just Thanos and with the power gem. That's it.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I mean, I'll say this, if for fairness, it's possible that he probably does build walls using the reality gem, but I haven't seen footage. So,
Yeah, I
No,
haven't seen it either.
no, he can't.
then yeah, that's cake.
He spawns out on the field as think about him as like a field boss or like a mini boss or something like that.
No, yeah, like
Uh,
I have seen that stuff where it's like you basically kill Thanos to get his glove, and then the person that has the glove is Thanos.
Yep.
mm,
It's just that like since he has it's supposed to be like Thanos that has the Infinity Gauntlet. What are some of the things that he can do?
mm, which he seems extremely limited.
He was.
I
He only
don't
had three abilities.
pretty
Mm,
much out of like the guy that's got like friggin' the Infinity Gauntlet.
mm. I'm not gonna lie, I would have gave him the ability to like do a kind of a redo with the time stone. Like say you almost kill him and then you just redoes and just like appear somewhere else.
I guess
Nah,
that like
people will be whining about that being overpowered, bro.
I mean yeah,
Well, I
but it's
mean
also like
it's
a
Thanos.
constant a context thing. Yeah.
Yeah, like no, but see, but the reason that they wouldn't do that would be for balancing, because if one person gets a hold of Thanos and they get into a really tough situation and they're just like, "Yep, suck my dick," and then just goes back in time, then that person just escaped death and then he could play as Thanos as opposed to living with skill.
Mm.
I don't know.
Although I will say though, like with some of the gameplays, the way he's limited, it almost makes him kind of too easy for me, in my opinion, to kill him.
No, that's not
I mean like
that's not
I would
that's not
say
Fortnite.
it wouldn't be bad if he got like a little bit of an armor buff.
Mm.
He had 800 shield for fuck's sake.
Well, that's not always the case. Sometimes he has 300 shield.
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It changes.
Oh,
Yeah, because like the one thing I would say I don't like about Fortnite is how it's basically like a luck based game.
well,
Mm.
that's battle royale in general. Battle
Yeah, it
royale
really
are a
Yeah.
is.
luck based game. That's
Mm.
why that's why it doesn't hold very strongly with me because you could start off with a gold scar and then just wreck your way to the top. But if you
Mm.
start off with a gray assault rifle, you start off with a gray M4, but then you get bodied by somebody with a shotgun, with a gold shotgun. It's like that wasn't skill based at all. You just had a stronger variation of weapon than me. It had nothing to do with skill.
Mm.
Honestly, the only thing that stops the game from being essentially gambling is the fact that it's free.
Oh
Mm.
yeah, yeah. There's no. See, but that's not. But battle royale is luck based, but it's not like loot. There's no loot boxes in there.
No,
Hell, the
but
game
I'm
rewards
saying
you for just for playing.
if there was like something more essential, like a more essential aspect of it that also was involved, where you got charged, then it would like lean closer to gambling.
Yeah, it would.
Mm. Yeah.
They also added a vending machine, and you would trade like a good chunk of your materials for like a promised chance of getting like a high rarity weapon.
Mm.
Yeah. So.
But that shit costs you like half of the game is resourcing, and it's like you're gonna sacrifice those resources to get a good weapon.
Oh my god, man! Freaking like the shit they charge you for is stupid.
Mm.
In,
No, I mean,
in Fortnite.
Oh well, because I'm talking about like the amount of stuff you need to like get V-Bucks, like the amount of money you need for decent V-Bucks to get decent costumes and stuff like that.
Oh, I see what you mean.
mm.
Oh, oh.
Because like
There's a thing about that's really funny. See, because I am a Fortnite founder. Yeah, I
Yes.
put
it kills him every time he says that.
but I'm a Fortnite founder, which means I have access to Save the World. And in Save the World, it used to be really pay to win, and then they really like handled the fuck up on it. And what they do is they reward you for putting time into the game, and I can earn V-Bucks from doing challenges in the PvE mode that I can in turn switch into Battle Royale.
I mean, if you're just playing Battle Royale, it takes you fucking forever just to get 100 V-Bucks.
Yeah, exactly. But I have Saved the World, and I can just go in there, kill some stuff, build some stuff, and then use it on to Battle Royale.
Pay to win hacks.
It really isn't pay to win. No, but legit, before I even quit my job, I invested in the Fortnite because, well, at the time I had the money to, it's like, okay, I saw Fortnite. It's like, oh, this game looks pretty cool. So I dropped I think I dropped $100 on it.
Damn.
I mean, it's not that bad when you think about like deluxe games.
I mean,
But the thing,
yeah,
but the thing was, I
but
got
like,
with that $100, I got extra stuff, but I could also give 3 people a free copy of the game.
Nice.
So it's like $100, and I have 4 copies of Fortnite that I can just give to my friends. Just like, well, here you go.
Yeah, that's not bad actually.
Yep.
I mean, we're talking about like a game that's already out, so.
Yeah,
Well,
but this
not the free version. Like the free
Well,
version.
no,
yeah,
what I'm trying to get at is more like, this isn't anywhere close to the original topic.
Oh, it really isn't, is it?
No.
Sorry,
No.
I kind of went off on a tangent there.
Well, I mean, we kind of indulged in it too, so we're all at fault.
Okay, all right. What weird combos would we want? All right, Slim Shady, Fortnite, let's get it.
Word. I'm gonna put in 50 Cent because he was already in a shooting game.
That's a better option.
I mean, I have 2. You can have one of mine if you want.
Man, fuck
Which
whatever
one?
dumbass idea I had. Man.
Damn, he's jealous.
I mean, when I said it, I was like, wait, he has been in a shooting game. It's not out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah, no, and I'm just surprised Eddie's like taking it so hard. He's just like, damn, why didn't I think of that?
Man, bump all this stupid shit, man. Like Eminem, what the fuck is my problem here?
He's technically a game character.
Another flaw. I think a perfect person to add into Fortnite would be Snoop Dogg.
I mean, yeah, he plays the game all the time. It would be one big thing.
No, but see, because he's done voice packs for Call of Duty. He was in his own. Well, he was in oh, god damn it! I forgot the name of the game.
Tekken?
No, dumbass.
I mean, technically, he was as a model.
Yes, but no, that wasn't the one. Shit, I forgot the name.
Because fucking Snoop Dogg wasn't a game.
I forgot the name. It was on PS2.
PS2.
I
mean, because the only other game I can think of is what's his name? I forgot the name.
It's not Def Jam.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking.
But that's not spreading.
That's right. He was in that, but that's not the one I was referring to.
Nah, I'm confused. I don't know which one you're talking about then.
It had Redman in it too. I forgot. Yeah, it was way old school.
I'm really curious.
No, I'm looking it up now.
Yeah.
It was not. What Fear and Respect? No, that wasn't fucking it.
I don't even know what that game is.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, there it is. True Crime: Streets of L.A.
Oh yeah, he sure was in that game.
And they had guns.
They
did have guns.
Yes, True Crime: Streets of L.A. And it came in Redman. Redman was a playable character, and Snoop Dogg was a playable character.
Mm-hmm.
They should use that character model. Just like update them.
I mean,
That could be a copyright thing, though.
yeah.
But I mean, if isn't it based off of him, or was he a totally different character?
No, he was like a bonus character, him and Redman.
Hmm.
You was playing as a detective going through LA and trying to do things. You could either be a good cop or bad cop, and it's like
You can tell if you're good or bad depending on whether or not you smoke this blunt.
Yeah, it was an open world action adventure game that was a third person perspective. You control Detective Nicholas Kang of the Elite Operations Division.
Oh right, it wasn't like the last boss in that game a dragon?
Yes.
Maybe, yes.
Yeah, I remember my friend had that game.
I'm only saying maybe because I myself don't remember, and there is no dragon on this page that I'm looking at. So,
well, the thing is, like, it had multiple endings depending on how you played the game, because you could fail some missions and it would lead you down a different path, or you can win the missions and then go down a whole nother path. Now, one path of like kind of doing it bad was like fighting this kung fu master man thing or whatever. But if you did like the perfect route, you were fighting a dragon.
Yeah, I remember my friend told me about that, and I was like, "What the fuck kind of game is this?" All of a sudden,
Yeah, it was some super
it was like
weird
voodoo
shit.
because like the game is like a GTA kind of game, and then like when he told me that dragon came up, I was just like, "Okay, clearly he's high."
It was a weird game.
Yeah.
but it was weird in a great way.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not saying it's bad.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Streets of LA. True Crime Streets of LA was the first one. New York City was another one. True Crime NYC. And I think that was the one that had Snoop Dogg and Redman in it, because the main protagonist was also a black man.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
yeah,
based
so-
off of like the way that I'm hearing about these games, like they could be in either one, and you wouldn't really bat an eye.
To be honest, you have a point. The games were weird, but they had a
Yeah,
charm to
because
them.
it's like it's weird that he wouldn't be in the fucking which one was the first one?
LA.
Yeah, it's just
LA.
like it's weird that he wouldn't be in LA, right? Because I mean, like, fuck the dragon, right?
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. You guys are correct. But yeah, Snoop Dogg, Fortnite, Battle Royale. That'd be dope.
Word.
And what was yours, Jess?
50 Cent.
Oh yeah.
He gets shot 9 times again and instantly dies.
All right, Moops, what about you, son?
The choices I had were obviously like more centered around game characters. Because my choices were, like, I came up with them at the last second, was Snake from Metal Gear or Earthworm Jim.
Why Earthworm Jim?
He had a gun.
I mean, other than that, I mean, I knew he had
Other
a
than that,
gun,
no real reason.
No, okay, fine, fair enough.
Because I'm kind of like, well, if the minimum requirement is this guy's got arms and legs and a gun, you know, fucking, why not?
Well, the reason I asked is because maybe it could have been like a possible like Thanos situation where he's a special character, one person could be on the map.
Right,
That
because
you might
like
have
he
been
could do
gone
like a
with.
whole whipping stuff, but it wouldn't really
Yeah.
help him much since like there's not much like swinging mechanics in the game.
Mhm.
It's solid. If which snake are you talking about? Well, you know what, solid, liquid, solidest snake.
I was
Venom.
thinking when I came up with the concept, I was thinking Old Snake for some reason.
What old snake?
Yeah.
Why
Really?
old snake?
That's just the first one that popped in my mind.
Okay, all right, I'm down for that, but his bush would have to be a cardboard box.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
You see that at your grocery store.
Like he can't be anything. He can't have a bush. That's bullshit. It must be a cardboard box.
And there would be some areas where it would totally fit, so that'd be awesome.
Also, James Bond. Specifically, specifically, holy shit, Edward. Specifically, Pierce Brosnan.
Why him?
Why that one?
Because he's the one. Pierce Brosnan, James Bond was the one I grew up with, so therefore he's my favorite.
I mean, I
Fair
guess
enough.
I could also make the argument because GoldenEye.
Yeah, I thought when I thought said it, that kind of came to mind too.
Yeah,
So I thought that's
GoldenEye,
where we were going with it.
yeah,
GoldenEye 2.
because when you said James Bond, I thought, oh, he means like Sean Connery.
I thought the
No,
same thing.
but Sean Connery was before my time. That's why I specifically said Pierce Brosnan, because Pierce Brosnan 007 was the one that got me into 007. Like to me, he's my ideal 007.
No, right, I get that. It's just that like it's pretty much
It's just,
whenever
you, but,
people talk about 007, they either talk about the current one, which would be Daniel Craig in this instance, or the
mhm,
original, which was Sean Connery.
yeah,
Mhm.
and I'm like in that in between there.
Right.
Because look, Pierce Brosnan is a gem. I don't care what anybody says, man.
I mean, that's all I'm saying is that like whenever people talk about 007, it usually goes to those two choices.
Mhm.
And you know what? Those two choices are for nerds.
I think I hear an angry stampeding crowd.
They have the pitchforks and the fires ready. Oh shit, they're gonna mix it up. They're gonna set the pitchforks on fire. Oh my god.
You know what else causes pitchforks and fire? Character rosters, like the one from Smash.
Oh god.
Smash!
What? Before we start this, what a fucking segue.
I got these, man.
Man. But yeah, this is what you, Lipsy.
Yeah, because I came across this like forum post of this. It was someone that we had run in with before about like character leaks for upcoming games, and there was a post that someone put, which was was a link to someone saying that. God damn it! I don't know why I can't think right now. Basically, it was this. It was a leak for characters for the next Smash, which was Ridley, Simon Belmont, Ice Climbers, and basically the roster for Smash 4. They
Whoa,
like
whoa, whoa. Ice climbers? Are they sure they want them back in another Smash game?
I wouldn't be surprised if they did, honestly.
Mm.
Didn't the
Yeah.
community just like absolutely shun them?
I no,
Because
I
one
know
of
the
them
Melee
is
community absolutely loves the crap out of them, but that's because they can do that fucking cheap ass grab combo.
yeah. I thought that'd be a reason for ice climbers, if anything, to be blacklisted.
Nah, like FGC, you know how they love their cheap shit.
Absolutely. Well, they you know how that's words. I'm sorry. This is how they want their cheap shit. It's cheap shit, but it's cool when I use it. But you do cheap shit on me. Hey, you don't have skill. Fight me in a real game.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
And like
Like,
the guy that's pissed off that's saying that is using ice climbers at the same time.
yep, absolutely. Here's another thing. 1v1 me on Dig Dug, bitch.
That's the game for real people.
No. Is there any other ones other than like the Simon Belmont and Ripley thing?
Those were
I
the
mean
ones.
Ridley.
Those were the ones that I saw off the bat. I was heading off when I saw it, so I didn't have a chance to like really follow it up. So
Hmm.
let me pull it up in the meantime. But like we meanwhile, you guys like talk about like the current stuff that I've mentioned so far.
I mean Ridley. It would have been interesting if it already wasn't done in like a Smash mod thing that's happened, and I see how he possibly could play. So it's just like, eh. Simon Belmont though is somewhat intriguing, but at the same time, it kind of falls under the sword character thing that was big in the newest one. So it's just like, let's see what he can do in a trailer or something for me. And what was the other one?
Oh,
Moops.
because I'm looking for the fucking link. It was Ridley, Belmont, Ice Climbers, and the Wii U 3DS roster.
Wii U 3DS roster. I mean, it's a solid roster, I'll say that, but I mean, as far as those go, nothing is like striking me like, oh yeah, this is crazy. Really, like the one is like that really is Simon, of course, like I said, but nothing's just like, oh yeah, that's awesome.
Uh oh, there's something I wanted to add on to it. Yo, is my home? I was gonna say, is my homie Mario gonna be in a game?
I don't know, man. He's the rarest pick.
I don't know.
Because I'm just can't be too sure nowadays. You know.
I mean, if this is Namco, I totally agree with you there.
Another thing I want to add on to it, yo, is I need to see my boy Captain Falcon in that game, son.
Oh my god, fuck him.
I mean, he is part of the Wii 3DS cast.
He's
so
pretty much been there since vanilla.
yeah, I doubt they would kick him. That would be weird as shit. He's a basic meme. Why would you do this to yourself?
That'd be like when they kicked Mai out of King of Fighters.
Really? Like, why?
I think there was a time where they kicked Liu Kang out of Mortal Kombat 2. That was stupid.
And people were like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
People were like, what the fuck was wrong with you? And even though it's just like, well, because in the story he's dead. And it's like, so what?
Okay, they was just like, all right, cool, nigga. He's a zombie now.
Yeah, they were. They literally were.
And I played the shit out of him.
He's like, yeah, he's a zombie now. Are you happy, huh? Are you happy now? Then everybody was just like, all right, nigga,
time loop.
You good?
Time loop, literally.
Then they hit the time loop. Then they fucked up the time loop. And it's like, all right, so here's the current day roster. This is present day. Oh yeah, Shang Tsung can bring everybody back. Oh, I'm sorry. Quan Chi can bring everybody back. Boom, problem solved. Everybody's human again, and my head just hurts.
Fucking like that was that some comic shit? Because I know that like a lot of them were dead and like became reverent by the end of a lot of them were reverenced by the end of fucking 10.
Yeah, pretty much. Basically, they're back though, except they're evil now.
And fucking what's his name? Raiden, he's fucking evil too.
Yeah.
I thought that was a bad ending for one game.
No, because that came from like the main story.
Yeah, technically it's a canon thing that when he dies, per se, he comes back as like evil Raiden thing. Well, not exactly evil.
It's supposed to be like he's a protector, but he's like an extremist about it.
Yeah, like super extreme everything now. Like, I almost died trying to protect it, but that's because I was weak. So now I have to be super strong and shit. Exactly.
So they just simply pulled up Superman and Injustice. Like, okay.
Pretty much.
Wow, NetherRealm is starting to sound a lot less original.
Well, they did do it first, technically.
But they did it in their own games.
It's not stealing if you copy from yourself.
Technically? Just makes you a hack.
Hey, a hack that's getting money, as they say.
Can't argue that last part.
Well, you know what they say. When you steal from one person, it's plagiarism. When you steal from a lot of people, it's journalism.
But well, because like let me see, because Ridley was always like my thing about it was that like I always felt like he wasn't a good fit because like size is an important aspect of the character. So if you did put him in, you'd have to change his like size to like something tiny, and then that would kind
Giggity.
of and then like that would kind of like fuck with him a bit.
Well, see, and that's what I was talking about with the mod that recently just came out for wherever the dolphin thing was.
Yeah.
They did that. They made him like smaller and stuff, and he actually looks really good.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kind of like, I guess like the size thing is just like something I've got like a stick up my ass about, but like, I mean, I'd have to see him in action.
Confirmed. Hashtag Mr. Moopsy is a size queen.
Have it trending.
And then Simon, like for me, he's like one of those characters that he's kind of like, yeah, you know, if you're bringing in characters like Mega Man and Ryu and stuff, then yeah, he makes sense.
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna say he doesn't make sense. I mean, we've had weirder characters, Sonic and shit. It's just he kind
Bayonetta.
of falls under that, yeah, Bayonetta, but he kind of falls, to me at least, he kind of falls under that sword category to me with the whip and
Uh,
everything.
Cause like I can see that. We'd have to see how he plays, cause like you know how there's like a bunch of different versions of like vampire hunters and all that stuff, and there was also
Mm.
what's it called? There was also that crappy Castlevania fighting game.
Mm-hmm. The
So
Judgment, I
yeah,
think it was called. Yeah.
something like that. So it's like they might pull some shit from that too. You never know. Simon was like,
Mm.
he had 3 games, didn't he?
Do not ask me about Castlevania lore. It's so convoluted.
I'm not even asking the most difficult shit.
That answer is still convoluted.
I was just like, was he in the Nintendo ones? I don't know, man. It's too much. I can't handle this. Great. There's guts all over my keyboard. But I mean, we'll see. But he's a choice that I like. Ice climbers. I mean, I don't really give a shit. But at the same time, I'm also just like, I'm sure he's one of those what's it called, legacy picks, because people were just like, I want to cheat in the next Smash Brothers. So
I
Very
just
much.
don't understand of Smash even not even being not even words effort. It's not even it being competitive or anything like that. But it's just that you're playing a character that has an AI companion with,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't control that AI. So that AI can just do whatever the fuck it wants.
not necessarily. Because it's supposed to be like
Explain to me.
it's like a half AI. The only part of it where like it's really artificial intelligence is when it's off the side of the stage. Then it's like smart enough to try and figure out how to get back up to the stage by itself. Otherwise, it basically just mimics your inputs.
That's unnecessary. So now you have a carbon copy. You're essentially like fighting against two people. And if Ice Climbers was a puppet character, if one of the Ice Climbers was a puppet and the main one is another, like you controlling it and you control the puppet, that makes sense.
Right, because it's like basically whatever commands you give. I think the blue one is the leader, the one the player controlled one. Whatever the blue one does, the pink one does too.
But that's not a puppet character.
Mm-hmm.
That's essentially a clone character that you don't even have to replace at that point. If you don't control what it just does what you do, unless you're in that said situation that, oh, you're hanging off a ledge and it's just like, well, I can't hang on the ledge right now, so let me just go ahead and work my magic. You're not even That's not a puppet character. You're basically playing two characters, but you're only controlling one, and the other one is just another enemy. It might as well be a tag team. I'm sorry, a handicap match at that point.
I thought he was gonna say something entirely for a second there.
Mm.
But I mean, yeah, like that's really what it is. It's a mirror image. That's essentially what it is.
It's gay. No.
It's gay is what that is.
I wanted to call it gay, but I didn't want to insult anyone.
Hey, we'll do it.
See, you were with me.
But
Like I would hate for an Ice Climbers main to watch this podcast. It's just like
a little
I'm
tear
over
coming
here-
out the side of their eye.
I just let a little bit of nigga out right there. Just, man, that character's this fucking gay, son. Like, I ain't want to say that. I didn't want to offend nobody and then like get a dislike on it and I cry myself to sleep for the next 3 weeks.
The one dislike.
No,
My life is ruined. But and for the Wii U roster, it really depends on like some of the choices because like what I would want them to. I wouldn't be surprised if they kept Bayonetta. I'd be super fucking happy if they kept Cloud. If
You know that's not gonna happen.
I know, dude. That's why I said I'd be super fucking happy because otherwise I'd just be like, the chances of that are like near impossible. From now on, if I want to play like Cloud, I just need to get like Smash mods.
Mm.
Ryu and Mega Man would also be really cool to see back. Um, and cut down the amount of Fire Emblem characters.
AKA swords galore.
Oh my god, that is the worst part of the fucking Smash 4 roster.
Nah, I don't think Bayonetta's going anywhere. She's way too fucking popular.
No, yeah, like I'm sure she's gonna make it into the next one, regardless of whether or not this leak is true.
But it's like,
well, good.
but if I don't think Cloud will make it.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
I mean, I'm with you guys on that. I don't think Cloud will make it. If Bayonetta makes it, that won't be a surprise given how popular she is.
Yeah.
But they gotta really go off the walls. Dan.
Dan.
Oh my god, that'd be terrible. I don't even think he showed up in any of in the which is the Dan's first Street Fighter?
Alpha.
Alpha? Yeah, because I was like, fucking Ryu makes sense. He was in Super Nintendo, but fucking Dan?
I mean, I think if they could pull some strings, try to get Solid Snake back in there.
I mean, maybe if Kojima was still working at Konami, but at this point, it would be like, no.
That's a dead dream.
Yeah.
It's dead on arrival.
You know, I said Solid Snake, completely disregarding all the crappy things that happened.
We have to acknowledge it.
No, we don't know. You're right. It's just when I was saying it, it wasn't like it didn't cross my mind.
Right.
Just like, oh wait, these guys are scumbags. Like,
well, cause what was it? I remember hearing that it was like Kojima went up to Nintendo asking for them to put Snake in. So like,
yeah, he did.
that's how he originally got in. For them to do Snake again, I don't know, man. They'd probably be like, well, you guys have to pay us like more than fucking Simon.
You're better off getting Norman Reedus.
You really are.
Snake. But I was gonna say like Bayonetta's probably a shoe-in because of her new game coming out.
Because of her new game, because of the fact that she was like the voted in character. She's like, for the people that say like, well, people they need to have like characters that have Nintendo tie-ins. You've got her from like the fact that Bayonetta 2 was pretty much a Wii U exclusive. So it's like she's got like so many bases covered. It's crazy.
And with Capcom characters, they have a pretty good partnership really right now with the stuff that coming to Switch, like the Street Fighter Legacy thing that is I think just came out. If not, it's about to come out.
Yeah.
But
because it's that, and I think it's supposed to be Bamco's working on this Smash 2, and they've also got a good relationship with Capcom. So take your pick.
What? Wait, before I say that, I have to think about the roster.
Man, fuck that. Put Akuma in that bitch too. Just fuck it.
Oh my god, I feel like that would be awesome.
I would rather have Akuma than Ryu. I'm not gonna lie.
I would like it if it was kind of like a Marvel 3 situation where it's like, oh, their movesets are like super similar from like the outside, but when you get into the nitty gritty, they're actually pretty different characters.
Sudden death, go! Then you just get Raging Demon. Like that'd be hype for like tournaments and shit like that. I don't know shit about the leaks, so I don't even have the right to say anything negative about it. I'm just like saying shit that just pops up in my mind.
It'd be funny if like for the Raging Demon, it would be like he grabs just like one person, but then like you see like a red dot like in Street Fighter 5 just going like all across the screen and like fucking like going insane.
Then the percentages are going up and shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was a Namco character in there. I had to think about it for the first second. It's like, was there a Namco character in
Pac-Man?
Smash? Yeah, Pac-Man. I couldn't remember who it was.
Oh, Pac-Man. Nice.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, there was that Heihachi costume too, but I don't think we'd count it.
Nah, I don't count that one.
I don't count that one because if it was just a costume, now it's just like a slight thing because they put Heihachi and fighting All Stars.
Mm-hmm.
We don't talk about that here.
Really? I don't think it was that bad. I think the only mistake that game made was going against Smash.
Honestly, I kind of have to agree. After playing it, I kind of have to agree with him on that. Now, some of the mechanics were kind of jank. I'm not gonna lie, but overall, it wasn't a terrible
No,
game.
it wasn't bad. I think the part that made it kind of like like less than Smash is the fact that is their kill system probably, I'd say. That
Yeah,
and Kratos was broken as fuck.
Kratos and Dante were broken as fuck.
But but
Dante,
that was their first time making something like that. So because it was their first time, and it wasn't perfect, but for their first time making a product like that, I say it was pretty cool of them. Pretty
Yeah,
solid.
it wasn't bad. But it
Mhm.
like what was the year it came out? Like 2012, 2014, something like that?
somewhere around there.
Yeah, I
And with
remember like the gaming crowd was like fucking shitty.
Oh,
Like
I'm not
still
like
is.
surprised.
way stuck up.
Yeah, yeah, gaming community fucked up, full of trash. Yeah, like now.
I mean, I feel like it's held back. It's gone back a little bit. It's a little bit better.
Oh yeah, only slightly. Only
Only slightly, but it's better than the 2012, 2014 gaming crowd.
true. True that. I'll agree with that. All right,
But
cool.
I mean, I think that pretty much covers it.
I think at some point we actually legit stopped talking about the leaks and just started like doing fan fictions.
I mean, that's kind of what you have to do with that kind of thing.
Pretty
Like,
much.
honestly, I wouldn't want. I don't know who I would want in Smash now because honestly, most of them have already been in Smash.
I'm just
So,
kind of like, bring Cloud back, please, for the love of God.
mm, yeah, I don't know who I would want in Smash now. It would just have to be like a surprise me thing. Who can you pull? Hmm.
Honestly,
think
maybe
I
Contra
think
people, but well, like, because some of the characters that were pretty big on the NES, they're also Konami owned, and so of course that's where you kind of hit like a dead end.
Mm-hmm.
Because it would be like, well, what about the guys from Contra? That's Konami. What about Castlevania? If this is true, then that's still Konami. They've got Snake. They've got fucking. There was another one I had, but anyway, point is, it was Konami.
Mm-hmm.
and Konami these days aren't doing too well as far as PR goes.
They are garbage
Mm-hmm.
tier.
They actually they made a good amount of money, but it was off like slot machine stuff, like gotchas and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
pachinkos.
Pachinkos. There you
Yeah.
go. Thank you. I'm still sad that Metal Gear Survive was called Metal Gear Survive.
You know what's really sad about that game?
If it wasn't for
It's
the
actually
name, it
fun.
would actually be decent.
Really, exactly. We had fun with that game.
Yeah, because I remember you telling me about that, Jess, where you said that like it was basically that was what you said. Like if it wasn't called Metal Gear, it would actually be like a decent game.
It actually would have been okay. Well, then I have to choose my words carefully here because when the full game came out, the beta wasn't a great representation of it. But
Yeah, I'd say at best it was solid.
yeah,
Like
pun.
it was.
Boo! I
I'm
wasn't
sorry.
thinking of that till you said it, Jazz.
Yeah, same here. Even when I fucking said it, like I totally wasn't going for a pun there. But even then, like it was. I mean, there's no such a thing as a perfect game out there.
Mm-hmm.
There's damn
There's
near
no
perfect
such
games.
damn near perfect games, but this game isn't it.
It's
Definitely not.
pretty far away from it.
Mhm.
But fact remains it's just it worked. And I think, unfortunately, like that's the state where gaming is right now. Like, if the game works, it's a solid game,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's shitty.
Mm-hmm.
But fact remains is, yeah, it was called Metal Gear. That means it's garbage. It has to be called garbage. But it worked, so it wasn't the worst game out there.
Yeah, I can see him. No, I don't know what his moveset would be. I'm trying to look up like people I probably want, and I saw like Crash Bandicoot. It's like, his moveset would be weird.
I mean, I have heard some people say that, like, oh man, wouldn't it be awesome if like Crash Bandicoot and Spyro were coming to the Smash because they're getting those games over on the Switch.
Yeah, that would be very hard to get because that's a PlayStation thing when you're going in that.
Um, I well, I don't think it's as much PlayStation anymore as it is an Activision thing.
PlayStation like to sue you not.
Nah, but you know that good ass Activision. If you pay us enough, hey, we won't say it's impossible. It's just there's not enough commas on that check, player.
Because they're sluts.
Oh, absolutely, and they do it well. I can't take that away from Activision. They're working. They're making shit happen.
I mean, from what I remember seeing this one video like a couple of weeks ago where apparently like game production on Activision's front is actually like slowing down to a crawl.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised they're not announcing anything.
Yeah, because
What
it
was that?
was like what was it within the last I'm gonna say 3, 4 I'm gonna say like 4 or 5 years that like there was like 5 years ago they were coming out with like 8 games and then fucking like what was it like last year they barely came out with like 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
of course they were like just pretty much like Call of Duty games.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, one of them was Destiny 2, but who cares?
Well, I mean, technically those are 2 big games.
Like they are, but they compared to like what they've done before, where like the production was a lot more focused on releasing multiple titles instead of just like a big chance at all kind of game.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh, Eddie, you know who I won in Smash?
What's
I
up,
won
bro?
Noctis in Smash.
Oh my god! Actually, you just reminded me.
I don't know how I
because
feel about that. I don't know how I feel
you
about
just
that.
reminded me because
you see what I mean?
I was about to say like because I was thinking like I had a fucking other character in mind, and then you just said that and it reminded me. It's like, oh man, I was thinking fucking Sora.
I was thinking Sora too, but that was like another Sword character, and then I was like, you know what? Noctis.
Like this, I wouldn't be opposed to Sora being in the game if they do get rid of a lot of the Fire Emblem characters.
Hold the fuck on a second. So you was just like, okay, you all right. So I want a character in Smash that's going to completely not be 100% in the sword meta. So you pick a character that's so you pick a character that's 350% sword meta.
Not 100% true. He does have spears and hammers.
Oh, he's getting technical.
So basically, what you're saying is you want the Soul Edge himself in Smash. That's what you're saying.
I mean, dude, he's basically asking for Breath of the Wild Link.
Yes, I am. Let's put them all in there. Never enough swords, right?
It's like fucking like 3 versions of the same guy. It's like here's Link from Breath of the Wild, here's Noctis, here's some other fucking third guy.
No, on a real thing. Tell me Noctis would not work in Smash.
But Noctis works in everything though. And
Jeez.
but that's exactly the thing. Noctis works in everything. You can't tell me he doesn't work because any fucking fighting game out there you can say Noctis fits into.
What about Dragon Ball?
He fits in fucking Dragon Ball.
He kind of does with that teleport. I'm not gonna lie. It's
He has instant transmission, son. Like, come on.
Hey, I haven't played Final Fantasy 15. Give me a break.
No, I want to say, yeah, give it a shot.
It's not that I haven't been avoiding it because I'm not interested. I just don't have any money.
Which is all kinds of fair.
I say if you do, like, if you have everything else that you desire, 15 is definitely a solid pickup. And this is coming from a man who played it day one.
I
Hmm.
The
mean,
way
you
the
like,
way it is now, it's a very solid product.
I know I already know that I had no interest in playing 12. That one fucking sucked.
I don't know about 12, but then again,
I haven't played
I've
12.
only
I haven't played any. Well, I played a demo for like 13 too, but that's about it.
Ugh, why?
And that was just a demo. And I played 14, but that one's an MMO, so that one doesn't really count.
yeah,
Um,
it doesn't.
so and
Hmm.
like fucking pretty much for me, like my interest in the series waned from 12 onwards. So, but I did hear 15 was good, so I did want to give it a shot. But then the money thing happened. So
Hmm.
That's fair. I'd say day one product. It was it went from it was shitty to okay, depending on your attitude for it.
Hmm.
A lot of people said it was shitty, and I was just like, I had a fun time with the game. But
a
that's
shitty
just
fun
me.
time.
But no, not even. It's just people who are not me judge things very heavily. Whereas me, I try not to compare it to other games because if I compare Final Fantasy 15 day one to Persona 5, man, 15 fucking sucks, and I don't want to do things like that because
Hmm.
while they're both RPGs, Persona 5 and Final Fantasy 15 are different.
This
They're not.
podcast has no name, but everyone tries to be fair.
Yeah,
Hey.
exactly. But but it's like at the same time, 15 is still adding content to itself, to its story, to the multiplayer. You know what I mean?
You're right.
Hmm.
Persona 5 is not. Persona 5 was a finished product, and then it came out, and it's just like, okay, well, you can have the legacy personas for like whatever. Like there you go,
It's
just for shits and
Ultimax.
giggles.
Hmm.
Not even in well, I mean, we're not talking about Ultimax.
I know.
Ultimax isn't an RPG.
I'm still waiting for Golden to be on like PS4 or something.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. Honestly, I
That
know that Persona 4 was
might
one of their biggest ones.
that might not happen.
I know because it's like that Vita bullshit. But,
Jess is like, you don't know that, and runs away crying.
Why would you say
The-
The
the- the-
next,
the-
the only way that you could probably make that work is if you get a PlayStation TV.
Oh God, those things are
No.
extinct. I've been paying $10,000 for one of those now.
Luckily, I bought one when it was new, so it's like I could if I would like if I was still well, I streamed Persona 4 Golden.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did.
I saw you.
Yeah. You can play every single Persona game on it. I won't, but it's there.
Mm.
I just realized we're fucking sidetracking again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sidetracking.
Did we even remotely talk about Nintendo getting sued over the Switch? Because
I
I
was
think
about to
that's
say we did
No,
not.
we're going back to that because that was the
we
next
never,
thing.
but we never started it.
We never
Yeah,
did.
and we're starting it now.
By the way,
All right,
Nintendo's
cool.
getting sued.
By the way, guys, did you know that Nintendo's getting sued? Crazy, man.
I mean, the other guys are gonna lose.
The perfect
Well-
segue. The perfect segue would have been just like, man, I'd have to pay like $10,000 for one of those. You know what else would have to pay $10,000 for one of these? Nintendo getting sued.
Dude, they'd be like 10,000. That's nothing.
They would literally, especially as many Switches as they sold, that's nothing to them.
Isn't it like the Switch is still pretty much sold out?
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty dope.
That is.
They've sold, like the last sale thing they had was like 4,700,000 something. And that was March. Yeah. Basically, they're getting sued by this company called Game Vice, which are claiming that the controllers for the Nintendo Switch go into a patent infringement. And they basically said they kind of stole the style and technology from them.
Yeah, I remember
Um,
reading something about this where it's like some cheap ass like third party no name fucking company like says that like Nintendo stole their idea for their controllers.
Well, the thing is, because I've read into this a little bit, like, I mean, obviously looking at the controllers and whatnot, they do look very similar in a way. But at the same time, the Game Vice patent was actually like, I think they said, let me see, I think it was like 2008. Yeah, 2008. So technically, they have a case. It's not a great case, but they have a case.
I mean, they gotta have some insane ass lawyers because Nintendo's gonna be fucking just be like, is gonna be trying to
That's what the thing looks
sweep
like
this under the
for
rug,
Eddie.
as fast as they can. Yeah, I've seen this before.
Well, it was mainly for Eddie, just in case he hasn't seen
Right.
it. But like when you look at the way it works and whatnot, it is extremely similar to the Switch. So I'm not saying they're gonna win.
No, like my brain was starting to fry. It's just like, God damn, that is really fucking similar.
Do you see what I mean? It's like they have a case.
Like they're not too far off base with this one.
I mean, I'm mostly just using this for the face, but it's still funny.
You sound like man, you dusted off a fucking relic.
When Eddie was making those sounds, that's like the first face I went to.
No, legit. That is going old school right there. I'm surprised you still have it.
I love that fucking video.
It's great. It is just absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
But no, like I've heard that if this goes through, that not only will Nintendo have to stop production on the Switches, but they have to pay like up in the million, like 100 millions, for the patent.
Like, the amount of money for that they can pay, that's fine. Like, it's Nintendo. They're not really like fucking short on money.
Nintendo profits are real, like way up.
That's not the problem. The problem is having to stop the Switch.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
the
That like
problem.
that's gonna be the part where it's gonna be like a lot of people are gonna be pissed off.
Absolutely.
The question is, I do kind of have a question though. It's like, who do you think that the audience, the public, would be pissed off at? The third-party company for suing?
They're completely for Nintendo. Like without a doubt, it's completely for Nintendo. That being said, you can't say they don't have a point here.
Like no, like they do have a decent argument, and like so in depth we don't know about like everything that like the other console can do. Because you know, like I got my Switch right in front of me, and I do kind of want to check out like what buttons, what differences that they have between that device and my Switch. Where you could actually like maybe make a case or something against, but like I am just kind of curious as to whether or not like the people would be pissed off at the third party company for suing Nintendo and thereby halting production of the Switch.
Well, of course. I mean, the Nintendo Switch is basically a phenomenon. Like literally people are wanting this console so much that they have to wait months to even get their hands on it. Like if it gets to because like look at the this is the NES, whatever the other one was. People bought that like crazy, and then it sold out, and then you couldn't get it anymore. And people were super pissed about that.
Are you
And
talking
then it
about like
came
the
back.
little NES home console thing?
Yes, that. And like they brought it back for like I think a month, and then it got sold out again. It's the same thing with the Switch. If you get to the point where you can't get the product anymore, people are going to be hella pissed.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I don't have it, but I know someone who possibly does, and that's like not cool.
Yeah, and so then when Nintendo says, okay, these guys won the court case, and now we have to stop making Switches, like it's just gonna be like you're gonna feel all the hatred.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely. I agree with that one too.
Like it's literally like a similar situation if like PlayStation something for PS4. Oh, we can't make PS4 games or anything anymore. We've been sued, and it's literally the same situation if it happened that way.
By Verizon.
It probably would be Verizon. But like I literally, this could go if they win. This could go completely bad on all fronts, really, but mostly on the other company front.
Oh yeah, for
But
sure. They'd probably like easily be getting like death threats like at least a couple times a week.
hmm. But yeah, that's with that. It's gonna be months, like literally probably next year before they really get a settlement on it because these things take forever.
Yeah, they do.
But like I would say, just in case, because I don't see this winning really, but if just in case, there is a chance it does, and if it does, anyone listening, you better get your Switch now.
Yeah, because like I mean, hell, they're pretty hard to get already. Imagine what happened if they stopped production, like a limited run Nintendo console. Dude, you could sell this on eBay for like thousands.
Oh yeah,
The
absolutely.
the exact thing that would happen would be the same as the way graphics cards are going now,
Hmm.
because everyone's using it for Bitcoin mining and everything like that. So prices are going to go up.
Hmm.
So, and that's nothing good for the gaming world, like at all. Like that didn't do the gaming community any favors whatsoever.
Hmm.
Honestly, I'd go as far as to say it probably regressed gaming, especially PC gaming. It regressed PC gaming by a fuck ton.
Hmm. Yeah, and this
You know,
will add on to it, really.
yeah. So no, and I'm not saying like that's not what's going to happen, but that has the potential to happen,
Hmm.
especially like if a market of something very popular becomes cornered,
Hmm.
that's
Which.
taking like particular brands out.
Hmm.
Like as soon as and like that's just how, and that's also how like the market board and MMOs work. Like if it's a desirable item and hella people want it, people are gonna pay top. I mean, people are going to charge top dollar for it.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, it's basic economics.
Yep.
Hmm.
But
And the
Yeah.
I mean,
economy is going to be foot.
Hmm.
here's hoping that Nintendo can do this like pretty like without any hitch, really.
Hmm.
And obviously we don't mean any ill will towards the other company, but I mean, you guys better watch your ass if you're gonna mess with the Nintendo Switch.
Hmm. I
Yeah,
mean,
I
any
agree.
company would mess with something super popular should watch their ass.
Yeah, I mean, imagine if like some company was just like, "Hey, we're trying to stop Fortnite from being a thing."
Yeah.
And Fortnite ain't gonna get stuck.
Mm.
Fortnite is done. Fortnite has done too
Well,
much.
it's funny you say about Fortnite possibly getting stopped because we have another thing on here to talk about that I kind of want to talk to you, Eddie, about now that I've learned a little bit more about it. And that is Black Ops
Why me?
4.
Oh, Black Ops 4. Oh, right.
Not the
Mm.
smoothest
I
transition.
thought I thought you were talking about Fortnite again. It's like I already told you I play Save the World, not Battle Royale. So,
We don't have to go back to this.
like, brother, we've been through this already. What are you on?
But you'll see where
Black
I'm
Ops
coming from
4.
in a second.
Yeah.
All right. Stay tuned.
All right.
Eddie,
So,
I will
Call of
let you have the floor first.
Yeah, son, give me that motherfucking floor. All right, so Black Ops 4 has been revealed, right?
Mhm.
Multiplayer trailer and all this stuff, and it is dividing the community like shit. And let me say this. So, Black Ops 4, Call of Duty series is always known for having a single player campaign. Well, guess what? This one does not have a single player campaign at all. It does have dun, 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 Battle Royale.
Oh
Boom.
my
Fortnite.
god.
Now, now, in and of its own, everybody is just like, okay, well, what are we gonna do about this? Call of Duty is going to have to work very, very hard to make their battle royale. They're calling it Blackout to make it a success.
Hmm.
But I feel as though they are taking the first proper step towards it, because what they sacrificed from a single player campaign, they brought what everybody loved about the Black Ops series, and they are putting that into Battle Royale. So
Mhm.
your favorite characters from Black Ops 1, 2, and 3, your favorite story mode characters from Black Ops 1, 2, and 3, and your favorite zombies characters from Black Ops 1, 2, and 3 are going to all be pitted against each other in a battle royale setting, land, sea, and air.
How many
Mhm.
people?
I don't know that yet.
Yeah, they haven't released that information yet.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're just saying it's like, oh yeah, I'm like, okay, look, listen, we're doing battle royale.
Because we're horse.
Yeah, we're doing it,
Mhm.
but they're going to do it the Black Ops way. So they're doing it the way they want to do battle royale, and not cookie cuttering it and making a blatant copy, like
Like
say,
like they're not trying to mimic PUBG and Fortnite.
yeah, they're not doing it like that. They're doing it their own. They're doing it their own way.
Which I slightly have a problem with them saying that, because when I've looked at the mechanics for the game, it reminds me of a lot of Rainbow Siege.
Rainbow Siege,
Yes, and
Rainbow
that's
Six
where
Siege, you fuck.
who the fuck cares?
I care, you slut. What do you think I said that?
So
No,
basically
man, no.
I
nobody.
just wanted to get the
No.
rise.
No, but I totally know what you mean by that too, because what they're doing for the multiplayer is they're trying to make it more tactical.
Mm.
What they're doing is they're slapping their own spin on how they do, like how they go against their competitors.
Mm.
So what they did was, like, you now have health bars. You never had health bars. In Call of Duty playing multiplayer, you would typically have your health regen unless you're playing like hardcore or something like that. That is no longer a thing. You have a stim pack that you can use to regen your health.
So Fortnite.
Yep.
Really? Fortnite?
Fortnite
Yeah.
does that.
It's got health.
Fortnite does do that, yes. I had to think about that for a second, because I play Rainbow Six, and Rainbow Six has something like that.
So another game that has that. Innovation, everyone.
The originality of it is just too intense.
But they're trying to make Call of Duty a little bit more tactical. They don't want they really don't want Call of Duty to be that game where you just mindlessly run around and shoot things anymore.
So
They're
Call of
trying
Duty.
to add they're pretty much trying not to be Call of Duty anymore. They're trying to add tactics and everything in. Regardless of what anybody says, I like the way it looks. I would like to get Black Ops 4. That's just me. I like it. I like the aesthetics of it. I like the tactics of it. They brought it down to 5v5 like Rainbow Six Siege.
Like Rainbow.
But even then, yeah, they changed it from 6v6 and Ground War being 9v9 to having it be 5-on-5 in a normal game modes like Rainbow Six Siege. And they still do have specialists, quote unquote heroes like Overwatch or Rainbow Six Siege, as they do. But of course they're just slapping their own little spin on it. And to me, it looks cool. To me, I think it's awesome.
No,
but yeah,
here's the bad guy coming in now. All right, so this seems extremely desperate. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It truly does. But let me say this though. Like, okay, we'll have like a friendly debate. I promise we will still be brothers after all this is.
Oh no, there's just gonna be blood everywhere. Moopsie has to clean it up, and then Rod's gonna be like, "What the fuck just happened?"
I came here to like nothing but like chewed asshole.
You'll be the bad guy about this. But what do you have to say about it, bro?
Well, I think the reason, other than the fact that Fortnite's hot, I think that the reason that they're doing this is because they are no longer. Oh, there you go. Roz just said she won't be able to make it.
Right.
I think the reason they're doing this is because they're no longer kings. The fact that GTA has kicked their ass completely is making them so desperate that they're grabbing for whatever the next trend is. So I guarantee you, even during this game's lifespan, when something else big happens, they're going to add it to the game.
Absolutely.
and that is not good
Can I
because
also
then
add
people are
one
going
thing real
to
quick? I
go
have
ahead.
heard for a while now, people have been starting to feel like a Call of Duty fatigue too.
That too
No,
as
no.
well.
Call
But
of Duty has had fatigue. That you can't really do the same thing for over a decade plus years though, and
mhm.
expect to still be successful. Like you got to mix it up. Absolutely. They are doing this for the sake of their competition blowing them out of the water. You are absolutely right about that. But
Mhm.
where I'm going, see, because I came up for Call of Duty from Call of Duty. I
Mhm.
started off as a Call of Duty player.
Mhm.
Well, really, I started off as a SOCOM player, but that's a lore story
I'm about
for
to say,
another.
I'm pretty sure that's a lie, but because you told me.
Like,
You said it on this
but
podcast.
but I play Call of Duty. I've played Call of Duty the most between the three of us. How about
Okay, that's a more fair
I haven't
that's
thing.
played a
that's a
single one.
better thing. But despite all that, I will say this: because they've gotten so desperate, they have changed the way that they do things now. What they're doing now is for competition, but they chose the right people to make the right game to get them back on top. They chose the right company because, in my honest opinion, Treyarch makes the best Call of Duty games. They make the most balanced Call of Duty games.
And see, this is where I have to combat you on there. I'm not going to say they don't make great Call of Duty games because Black Ops is the ones I tend to pick up regardless.
Yeah, boy.
But when it comes to making the best choices, this is starting to look a lot similar to another situation that just happened last year. And Moopsy, you know which one I'm talking about, which is Justice League.
Oh
They
my
got
god.
Whoa.
somebody who literally could do the right thing and ended up
Uh-huh.
fucking up everything. And then it started to like make it so that it didn't even make its money back. And
Mm.
that's why I think is going to happen with this Black Ops. It's not
Because
even going to make the money back. Because here's the thing.
it might
You
not.
have the you have the battle royale, you have all the stuff that's cool, but
Mm-hmm.
I can already do this for free and on
That's
multiple things.
That's true. That is absolutely true.
And
Because
mhm.
they will charge $60 for it, but Fortnite you can just download for free. Absolutely.
And
You
then not
are.
only that, but like the biggest thing that me personally, because I
Mm,
was more of a story guy. I will admit that I wasn't more of the multiplayer person.
uh-huh.
But at the same time, the one thing I loved was the zombies thing from Black Ops, and even that's
Uh-huh.
getting dumbed down.
Mm,
So,
no, that's not.
so from my understanding, it's getting dumbed down to the point of like single player stuff and whatnot. And like getting melee damage and whatnot is great and all this other thing. And that makes it easier for a newer person to come into the game, in my opinion, versus making it a better system, which is something that we're running into right now with Tekken 7.
Well, I will say, as kind of like a defense sort of thing,
I don't know.
like
I'm not too sure about that
making
one,
it
Jay.
casual friendly isn't something that's always bad.
I'm
Because
not saying it's always bad. Don't get me wrong on that. It's not always bad, but it's the way you go about it that could be bad.
yeah, because like two examples of it that like you could have like one for positive, one for negative. Like you said, like one's for negative is like Tekken 7. I think a lot of people would say that one is kind of positive would be like how Marvel 3 ended up.
Yes. What were you going to say, Eddie?
I kind of lost the point there. Could you make it again?
No.
Oh,
Wait, you were making this point.
yeah, but it's like whenever I lose my train of thought, especially like when I stop talking.
Because yeah, we were talking about like more
Oh,
casual friendly stuff.
The
Yeah,
zombies
zombies.
thing.
I don't think zombies are getting now. When you say dumbed down, you mean like just easier to play, right?
Well, not exactly like easier to play. Like even the mechanics seem to be easier than they should be. Like it's no longer like a challenge really. Like for like someone who started off with like let's say Black Ops 1 with the zombie stuff and whatever. That was a good challenge and whatnot, where you had to use skill and everything and your learning of knowledge and all this other stuff to get into the next set of rounds and whatnot. The way they have it, it seems like you don't need that as much. You just go and do whatever the fuck you want, and there you go.
I don't agree, really. I don't think so. And I only say that because, well, the game isn't out.
Which is, yes, this is a fair point. The game's not out yet. This is just an observation.
But I battle your observation with, have you played fucking Zombies on Black Ops 3? Some of them shits is fucking insane.
Yeah, and I got all the way to the end.
Did you do them all?
Yes, I did it with, yeah.
What? When was this? Why was I invited?
Because, I mean, we rarely ever played COD together if it wasn't multiplayer.
Fair enough. I really didn't play zombies that much.
Exactly. Like, that wasn't your thing.
That's true. I was too busy shitting on kids. Yeah, son.
Like, I love that. It was a challenge. It felt good. This doesn't feel like it's going to be a challenge at all.
I see what you mean. I only battle that with, you can't make that assumption yet. The game isn't out yet.
Which is fair. I will concede to that point. It's not out yet. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing a lot of bad. I'm not gonna lie.
What I see them doing, what I see is them doing their best to try to match up their competition. That's what they're doing. This is what Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4 is a product of the competition that they're going against.
Mm-hmm.
And I will defend the fact that Treyarch, if any Call of Duty company would be able to make this a success, it will be Treyarch.
I will say though, kind of like a counterpoint would be like Treyarch themselves as the company, most likely can make like a decent game out of what we're hearing right now.
Yeah.
The problem is Activision.
Oh, Jazz and I didn't even start.
I wasn't going to touch on that because I mean, I want to be fair.
And start.
We wasn't even. Because
it's like that. It's like you can talk about like all the positives that Treyarch can bring to the game, and that's fine. But it's just like, no, you have to at one point start like chopping off a bunch of those positives because fucking like Activision's gonna tell them to like, okay, cut this so we can sell it as DLC later.
That is true.
Mm. Like honestly, I do think they are a big part of why it's going this way now.
Oh no, it's not. It is. Oh shit! It's like. Oh no, I'm about to die, son.
Oh shit!
Oh no,
I died. But
are you still
never?
He's a ghost.
Don't worry your little brains about that, Moopsy. What I was saying was, it's like like Activision will be the reason why Call of Duty eventually goes under.
Mm.
But what I think the only different thing that I got to say about that now is that they're desperate now. Mm-hmm. When they were adding these supply drops and all this other BS to the game, they weren't as desperate as they are right now. So it's like, I'm thinking due to that desperation, I honestly think that they will probably let Treyarch do whatever it is that they need. Did you laugh? Yes. Did you laugh at me, son of a bitch? I heard that.
No, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the thought of Activision doing something positive.
That's what I was kind of going to. It's like,
that's true.
Especially desperate Activision.
Oh, dude, no, yeah, fuck
okay, all right, but let me balance it out with this. The game isn't out yet, so who the
fuck? Wait a minute, the game's not out yet, so fuck you.
He's trying to fucking like make it some sort of impenetrable force field. It's just like nullifies all momentum. It's like, but the game's not out yet, Hakai.
It's not. But see, here's the thing: it makes me look like less of an asshole if I do it too much. So,
quick, give him an apple. Nah.
What I'm
I'll give
saying,
you that
but,
point to
but what I'm
extent.
saying, I'm I guess all of this could be boiled down to who the fuck knows, man.
Yeah,
Mm,
because you have Treyarch who is doing their damnedest to make a decent game, especially like with all eyes on them. Uh, be like with everyone judging them, thinking
Mm-hmm.
like, oh my god, they're fucking desperate because the like fucking Fortnite is better, GTA is better, Overwatch is better, like so many other games that have like in a sense kind of toppled fucking Call of Duty.
Absolutely.
So
mm,
they're putting in their damnedest. But then you got desperate Activision, who is just gonna be like, okay, we have to basically charge people like 10 cents for every time their character model takes a breath. So
mm,
it's like it can either be like the perfect shitstorm of everything working right, or just a perfect shitstorm.
mm.
Yeah, that's true.
It's almost kind of like two extremes crashing into each other, and now you just have to see how it plays out.
And you know who else is working hard, Moopsy? BioWare. And you see where that got them.
Oh my god. We can probably add that to the side panel after we're done with this main point of Black Ops 4 though.
Yeah.
But it's just like it's Activision. Activision might fuck this up. They may very well fuck this up. I don't want them to fuck this up, but they might fuck this up.
Oh yeah, like nobody fucking wants to see a series they love to fucking go down the tubes. I imagine like if you said to like a Mass Effect fan, it's just like, hey man, remember how Bioware used to be a thing? They'd fucking start crying.
Yeah,
Don't start.
Hey,
Don't you start,
hey,
Moopsy.
hey, Jess, remember how Bioware used to be a thing?
Why are you doing this to
Holy shit. It's just the only reason that I doubt it this time, right? The only reason that I even make this point of even defending Call of Duty is just because Treyarch has always made the most balanced of COD games. It's always been the most, my opinion. I could be wrong.
Well, no, I remember I've heard from multiple like videos and like opinion pieces and all that stuff that like uh and I think also like some more like objective stuff where it's just like the Treyarch developed Call of Duty games are the ones that have you pretty much sold the most.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like
Yeah.
as far as balance goes, Black Ops is and Treyarch, they are really, really good at that shit. Like literally, you will rarely hear a lot of complaints from the Black Ops game. You will hear complaints, but not as much as the other side of it.
That's just the regular bitches.
No.
But it's like yeah, it's the Treyarch Call of Duty games. Those are the ones that are famous for actually like selling well.
Mhm.
Yep. And it's also because they always had the dopest single player, except for Black Ops 3. That shit was all over the place.
It kind of was.
And
And then they also had Kevin Spacey. Hashtag respect women.
no,
But,
no, they didn't. No, no, they did not.
They didn't? Who did they have?
Sledge, they not Treyarch. I think Sledgehammer made Advanced Warfare, and Sledgehammer in Advanced Warfare had Kevin Spacey, but Treyarch didn't have Kevin
Then
Spacey.
who was in Black Ops 3? I know there was somebody big.
Mr. Famous Man.
Yeah.
Mr. Train Go Boom. But even then, but Call of Duty was See, Treyarch has this thing that other studios don't have,
It's called
and
skill.
that's like well,
It's
yeah,
called being
but
gifted.
they also do really well with zombies, with also a balanced multiplayer.
Mm.
The zombies are always very deep, giggity, I guess. And
That's a half giggity at best.
Ooh.
but it's like all the other companies, Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer, it's like, I don't know, they really didn't have balanced games. Not to me anyway.
Mm-hmm.
There was always something busted about it. But at least with Treyarch games, when you find something busted, well, everything's busted, so it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like
everybody's overpowered, so nobody's overpowered.
Yeah, exactly. Like, because what they would do is, if there was a weapon that was getting too much love, they would tone it down slightly. They would pretty much keep it the same, but they will buff everything up to match it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like really good balancing, because like nobody likes to see their favorite things get nerfed. Nobody likes nerfed weapons. So why not just buff everything?
Mm-hmm.
Plus, a bunch of times, like nerfing tends to go like too far in the other direction.
Yeah, because like when they nerf it, it's just like, okay, well, this is practically unusable. Okay, so we have to bring it back. Oh my god, how do we balance this weapon? They pull a Modern Warfare 2 where every weapon was busted.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's that. But the only hope that I have, final point, Black Ops 4 made by Treyarch, I think it's going to be awesome because it's Treyarch, and Treyarch has never let me down.
Until now.
Like, I swear, like a couple of podcasts, if we're still doing this shit down the road, they're just going to bring this point up. It's just like, man, I have hope for this game. Just like, yeah, bitch, remember that?
Remember when Eddie was that asshole?
I'll come out and say right now, if I'm wrong and that we're doing that podcast, I will completely come out and say it myself. Yeah. Like, I was completely wrong, and I'll be happy about it too, because I love my zombies.
It'd be funny if like fucking Jess was just like, I don't remember saying this at all.
It's like, I don't believe you. I had to leave.
No, he's like, that doesn't even sound like me.
Why do I sound so different?
Are you sure that guy's not white?
I do remember Eddie saying he was the only black guy. Yeah, I don't have anything else for Black Ops though.
Same here.
I mean, you guys were the Black Ops people. I was just riding your coattails.
Yeah.
I mean, I was doing that when you guys were talking about Smash, man. So it adds a perfect balance.
Mm-hmm.
You know what else makes the perfect balance?
Nope, I was going to go for that. Like, that would be horrible.
Yeah, that didn't make sense.
Man, fuck y'all. I tried.
I mean, you went for it. I was good, but I was like,
yeah, give him credit. He actually took a shot.
I thought we were on this sinking ship together, man. How could you niggas leave me to drown like this? I thought you guys cared about me.
I had that start, and all of a sudden everything else afterwards was just like icebergs.
No, I jumped on the iceberg. Bye, guys. E3. Let's talk about it.
E3 is going to be lit.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
It probably won't be as lit as like other E3s, but it's going to be lit anyway because it's...
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like thinking about it, I do kind of feel like there's a chance it might be like average. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if this year was average.
The only reason
I think so.
I say the reason that it would be very average this year is because last year, microtransaction BS just littered the gaming industry. Everything was shitty. Everything was just shit. After all these great promises and everything was starting off good, but then like the most hyped up games. Oh my god, this and that. It's gonna be awesome. 2017 is a great year for gaming.
I mean, like the two biggest announcements I remember from last year's E3 was God of War and Monster Hunter World.
Those are Dragon Ball Fighters.
Well, that one was Xbox, so we didn't watch that one, or at least I didn't.
Dragon Ball Fighters was on. Oh yeah, because it's because Microsoft went under some shit because it's just like, yeah, remember this Dragon Ball Fighter footage? Yeah, that was on the PS4.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was like I remember that they showed footage for Dragon Ball Fighters, but it was during the Xbox presentation, so I wasn't paying attention. And I also remember that like fucking they had one for Sea of Thieves, which was taken forever.
Well, that's because they got people who didn't know how to play the game, which is the only thing I actually want to talk about in their side stuff, actually.
Okay.
But
Yeah, because I remember for Xbox it was they had Dragon Ball Fighters, they had Assassin's Creed Origins, they had Sea of Thieves, and I remember for Sony it was Monster Hunter World and God of War.
see, even Monster Hunter World, we already knew about it from the PlayStation event.
I mostly well, I mean maybe some other people, but I mostly remember it from the E3.
Mm. But yeah, this E3 is going to be interesting. I think it is also going to be quite average, especially when you
So,
have PlayStation saying that they're only going to do like 4 big games this year.
somebody, no, the Game Awards. The one guy who made a way out. Somebody is going to do some outlandish shit, and it's going to get them a lot of PR.
And he saved it for the side stuff. I want to talk about that shit.
Why the fuck didn't you let me know, son? I would have kept it a secret.
No, like there's well, I guess we can talk about it now because they're E3 things. Because one of the things I was gonna say is, what do you think would be the awkward moment this year for E3? Because there's always an awkward moment.
And usually, isn't it like
Someone.
from either one of the big, from either Microsoft or from Sony?
Yeah, it's always one of the big ones.
Because like, Nintendo, since like they usually just go off to the side for the treehouse thing, it's not as bad for them.
Hmm. Hmm. I still remember Peckle too. The guy was
No,
so happy. And everybody
all
was like, "What?"
the only thing that's gonna happen is somebody's going to do some outlandish shit, but it's going to suck. There's someone's gonna be like, "Yo, fuck the Oscars," and everybody's just gonna be like, "Yo, whose man's is this?" And then
We don't know. He's fired.
we don't know who that is. As a matter of fact, that was a figment of your imagination.
Hmm. But
You know,
no, like legit. That's probably my favorite awkward moment because everybody's like, "What the fuck?" It's just
No,
they're not supposed to.
I'm gonna watch that.
what I also think might happen at E3 is they're probably going to try to bring back. They're going to come back and they're going to say, "All right, guys, we're working on this canceled product," and everybody is just going to look at them with the conceited meme. Hold on, let me get that image for you real quick.
Oh man, how fucking stupid would it be if like Microsoft was still advertising Sea of Thieves?
They probably still are. Like I've just seen it on some of the been watching, like the Collider thing I posted to you a while back.
Hmm.
They've been getting people to promote Sea of Thieves and their Xbox One, and it's probably because that's kind of their flagship right now, other than State of Decay 2, which is buggy as hell. But it's
Damn,
like,
son.
I mean, honestly, they don't have much, which is kind of where I hope for Xbox, which is weird of me saying since I mainly play PlayStation, but I kind of hope for Xbox they do something big.
Well, I mean, I can salvage this for you. You want them to do something good because you want the competition.
There we go. There's the face. Well, yeah, because I mean, competition is, in my opinion, is always good. It always brings out the best in people.
This
so-
is horseshit coming from one of the least competitive friends that I have in the world.
I didn't say I was good.
Like I feel insulted that I'm hearing this out of your mouth, out of anybody. Like not you, man, not you, not the person who says, "All right, Jazz, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you, you ugly fuck," and then you start giggling again.
Like that.
Yeah, exactly. That shit right there.
To be fair, I never said I was the best of person.
You right.
Well, let's see. If I had to guess, embarrassing moment is probably gonna be Xbox. Hypest game, probably. I'm gonna say it's like 60-40 PlayStation, and the 40 is gonna be more Nintendo. I feel like there's like a third category we could use. Um,
Most unexpected.
Most unexpected PlayStation.
That's a dangerous game, especially since we have like the 4 games they're probably going to show already.
I feel like one of them has to have like I know it's kind of like a 1 in 4 kind of situation, but it's like I don't know, man. There is a chance that they could actually do something pretty hype.
I mean, they wouldn't at this point. They don't need to really.
Well,
Let's be honest, but
they
it
don't
would be
need to,
nice.
but like, because here's the thing, because I was thinking about it, it's like Nintendo could like probably pull like some footage for Metroid Prime 4 and all that stuff, but the thing is, it wouldn't be as hype if it's something that Sony did because we already know that Metroid Prime 4 is in development. So unless it's like a new announcement for like a long dead Nintendo IP, Nintendo or not Nintendo, Sony has like the higher chance of them pulling out like a massive shock.
And
I would good.
At this point too, I feel like Sony is probably holding on to that. They're probably going to hold on to their super hype things just because they don't have any competition.
Actually, let me change that to 1 in 3 because most likely one of them is going to be Spider-Man footage. So.
Yes. but we know about Spider-Man.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying though. That it's just like for the chance to be surprised about something that they're doing, it's going to be less now because we know one of them is going to be Spider-Man footage.
Yeah, but I'm talking solely hype shit. Like, oh my god, I didn't see this.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like for the most unexpected moment, it's less for PlayStation because now we have less slots.
Like I tell you exactly how they win. Right? They announce a release date for Death Stranding.
Ooh,
that would actually
be
pretty good. Yeah. Actually, let me see something.
Because I know another game that they're going to be big on, Last of Us 2. I don't know what the other game is though. Not off the top of my head, anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Because I did see news about like how Kingdom Hearts 3 is gonna get a release date next month.
Which they've already kind of released some information about it with the whole Wreck-It Ralph thing, so I'm not surprised.
Right.
About
yeah.
that.
So it's like let's hope that they're not using fucking Sony for that, because otherwise it'd be kind of like.
I mean, why? I mean, don't they usually have their own thing?
Like a lot of times they do. I forget if they still have like the conferences for like third parties.
Because I know they always have the EA conference and then the Ubisoft conference. I feel like there's another third-party conference I'm missing.
I like Aisha Tyler, but she can't carry a conference.
She's a cool person, but
like,
geez, is she annoying
like
conferences.
I'm kind of like the same way. It's just like she's cool. I like her as an actress and a comedian and all that stuff. But it's just like as a salesperson, not really.
Who?
Aisha
Tyler.
My dream MILF.
Hey, I respect it.
Yep.
But it's just, yeah, I don't really like when she's there. Like,
she doesn't. She doesn't.
Like she's not the best hype man when based off.
Clearly, she's not a man.
Exactly, that's the problem.
Oh my god! I thought we respected women on this podcast. You piece of shit.
Heard it here first. Pick up the ass and doesn't respect women.
No, but I was gonna say like she's not the best hype man when it comes to like Ubisoft stuff, but I think that's because like Ubisoft stuff is like it's not always the greatest.
But here's the thing that makes Ubisoft great versus everybody else, and is that Ubisoft no nerd. Despite Ubisoft games being very, very buggy, they take care of their games.
Never forget the flying helicopter.
Oh my god! I wish I still had that video.
It's not. They're not the best at it. It's weird because their name is Ubiquitous Games, but they make the most. They make the most like. Outlandish is not the word, but they make the most. They make the games that are like different as shit. Like they make the games that's not ubiquitous at all. They make the games that's like the straight up opposite.
See, I do think they're kind of in a somewhat niche area because a lot of their games are very. It's just like, okay, that's
They're very
kind of
what? Because you kind of cut off.
open world.
Okay.
They're not.
Uh,
They're not the king. They fuck up the open world, but holy shit, it's just like, oh man, we fucked up this open world. All right, let's fix it. Like Rainbow Six Siege, for as an example. Like in the beginning, the game was absolutely horrible, buggy, couldn't play it worth the damn. Instead of just like scrapping it and just like, okay, well, we'll just make a Rainbow Six Siege 2. They're just like, no, we're gonna work on this. We're gonna fix this. We're gonna make this right, and it is now one of the biggest games of all time.
I mean, I would
Or
give him props for Mario Rabbids. That game was actually pretty damn solid.
hmm.
But that's what I mean. It's like we're reaching an era now that people are Ubisoft really would rather take care of their games as opposed to being like, okay, well, let's just scrap this shit like Activision would do.
Let's
Like,
make
let's
another
just scrap
Assassin's
this.
Creed
Oh, yeah.
Unity.
Yep.
Mm.
And even then, Assassin's Creed Unity, that was their first time making a co-op Assassin's Creed game, and it went horribly. But it's just like, okay, well,
And then
let's
they
just
never did it ever again.
Wait, was
But
Unity
they
the
don't-
one with like the skull face people?
No, that was all of the Assassin's Creeds.
I'm gonna say, wait. When you said that, I feel like that's in everyone. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, I mean like the one where like you could see like where like the people's faces were disappearing and all you'd see was the eyes and the mouth.
Oh, that was mainly in
That was-
3, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wait, that was 3? I thought that was Unity.
Now, Unity had it too.
Ah.
Hmm.
But yeah, like they make buggy games, but they fix their buggy messes as opposed to like destroying it, you know?
Right.
Hmm.
Well, I mean
And-
like
but you can't not commend them for that. I feel as though you can't discredit what Ubisoft is doing right now.
no,
I
They're
know.
taking-
yeah, because the
they're
fact
taking
that they're
care of
going
their games.
the fact that they're going back to fix their shit, that's actually like something that's like we need to see in more companies. But
Yeah, boy.
one thing I did want to ask though is like, so for the 3 categories, what do you guys think it's gonna be?
What was those again? I know one was unexpected.
Most unexpected, embarrassing moment, and I think one of them was like hypest.
Well, my most unexpected is that, I want to say something like Microsoft's going to bring a dead IP that people have been asking for years to come back.
Microsoft, you heard it here first, boys. Microsoft is going to bring Scalebound back.
Everyone wishes.
Well, wait, that is the one that they canceled, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ross did just post that it's back on the website thing or whatever.
It's back in the Microsoft store.
Yeah, so that's not out of the question.
It's not impossible, boys.
I feel like if like there's a chance it might end up just going like Platinum's just releasing it themselves.
Which would be something, but I feel like Microsoft would probably still want it for themselves if that's the case. If that makes any sense. Like, although it would be nice if it was just on like PlayStation and Xbox and PC and all that other stuff, but yeah, I think that's what is going to happen unexpectedly.
Well, finish the other 2 and then I'll ask my question.
As far as hypest thing goes,
I don't know. I don't think this is going to be the year for hype.
I really don't think it is either. If it's anything, I'm gonna say it's gonna come from Nintendo.
Yeah, I'll agree. I don't think Sony nor Microsoft for that matter is going to make anything hype at all. Only because last year was such a shit show. If last year wasn't a shit show, some hype shit would be going down. But because of the disappointment that was 2017 for gaming, it's like everybody's just gonna play it safe this year. No hype, no outlandish things are gonna happen. And even for the consumer, the consumers aren't gonna be okay with it either, because the consumers are gonna go into it like,
You're gonna be that face right there.
Yeah.
Although I will say, if anyone has the thing to need to be the hypest thing, It's
It's
Xbox.
Oh,
it's
of
absolutely
course.
absolutely
It's
yeah.
pretty much like it needs the other two categories except most embarrassing.
Mm.
Yep, I
Like,
agree.
and this would be the year for them because I mean, as we said, PlayStation 4 games this year.
You cut
So
off
this would
super bad.
be
What's up?
You might cut out like really
uh
bad, bro.
well, I was saying that this would be the year that they should be doing this. Like, since PlayStation's not going to be big this year.
Hmm.
Like, I mean, this would be the year saying, okay, it's our time to shine. Let's do it.
Your time is up. My time is now. You can't see me.
Exactly. They're John Cena in that bitch.
I was about to say. Okay, so you got for hypest, you did most unexpected, I think. So then
Yeah,
most embarrassing.
most embarrassing. And actually, you know what? Just because I said that, it would also go to Microsoft because they would go probably they have a chance to go so big that it's gonna fall on their face. Basically, like it's gonna crash.
Hey everybody, here's something totally hype and unexpected, and oh shit, I just shit my pants.
Basically.
Maybe somebody gets a little too hype and then they legit shit themselves. Just like, yeah, I gotta get off this thing.
Just walk off, and you see like a brown spot.
Don't zoom in! Don't zoom in!
Stop! Go to commercial. We're on streaming. Fuck.
Wait, Twitch has some commercials. Fuck it.
Throw that. Oh gosh, and then it's like something about laxative or some shit.
Okay, so the question I wanted to ask for Scalebound, what kind of game was it supposed to be?
An RPG, I think.
Mm.
An RPG?
Yeah.
Okay, because I thought that it was just like I thought what they were going for was kind of like Devil May Cry meets Monster Hunter.
See, I can see where you think that too, because I actually thought that. Like I kind of hope it is. I'm not gonna lie, because it's platinum, and that would be kind of their wheelhouse. But it seems like they were trying to do something different with Scalebound, and maybe that's where the bad stuff kind of came in with them and Microsoft.
Hmm. I mean, like we'll see how it plays out, but I mean, yeah, well, that's pretty much all I can say. We'll see how it plays out, because fucking there's that stuff that you said about like how Ross said that there's the game's available on the Microsoft store, but
It's back up for advertisement on the
Yeah.
yeah,
Microsoft store.
I just kind of wonder like if we should check in like any of the other stores in case it gets like a cross-platform thing, just to rule out if it is Microsoft or if it is PlayStation.
I mean, it couldn't hurt, but
The chances of it picking up multi-platform is probably really low.
I mean, maybe
yeah.
because like it's I don't think there's been that many situations with like Microsoft or like that Platinum's facing right now.
True that.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's on any other page.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess that's pretty much it for like the E3 predictions and talk, right?
Microsoft do
Well,
need to get their shit together though.
Of course.
so yeah. Well, I was gonna do one more thing for us, and let's is the most outlandish thing to be announced. Like, it doesn't matter what it is because it's outlandish anyway. But for
Someone's
us, what is
gonna
the most outlandish?
someone's
Go
gonna
ahead.
propose at E3 and then they're gonna get told no.
I would crack up so hard and then be sad at the same time.
And it's not because they didn't love each other or nothing. Just because something didn't get announced, and she's just going to be pissed. Like, yo, this didn't get announced. Why would I marry you? Like, don't talk to me.
All of a
I
sudden,
can
I'm
see
gay.
that happening too. Also, I just turned gay. Just because this thing didn't announce. So thank you for that. But how about you, Moops?
Because I'm just checking out my game library right now, and like, um, I guess I'd
Why
have
would you?
two.
Why would you check your game library for games that are already released since you own them?
Well, well, no, just to get like
Yeah,
an idea. Because like, let's face it, unreal unoriginality is something that kind of hits the game industry right now too. So,
It
uh,
kind of is.
I mean, not as bad as Hollywood in general, but it's still out there.
Hmm. Well, I'll
But
go first. Though you can think.
I mean, I have two.
Mhm.
I just wanted to like sort
Yeah.
of word it right. But I mean, like, I'd be surprised if they already announced like a. It's one of two games, either a new Marvel or a new Deadpool game.
Mm.
ooh, that
Hmm.
doesn't seem like too bad of an idea at all, brother.
I mean, we'd like, cause like everyone would like a new Marvel just to see what they could like, what they can do, especially like after all the backlash. You would want to see like how they overcorrect, which hopefully might end up
Hmm.
actually being like an overcorrection where everybody wins.
Mm.
Or just like a new Deadpool game because like let's face it, Fox is like, holy shit, we're actually making money with Deadpool now. We don't know why the hell he didn't make money for fucking X-Men Origins Wolverine, even though everyone in the rest of the world knows why he fucking failed there.
Mm.
Is that
Uh,
because he didn't actually do anything?
oh no, he did something. He just sucked.
Okay.
Basically, you took the one thing that he is known for, and you took that away from him.
They made him serious, didn't they?
uh,
Pretty much.
half that, half they sewed his mouth shut.
Yeah.
They sewed his mouth shut. What
Yeah.
Yeah.
the fuck?
It's like let me put it this way, Eddie. It'd be like if someone made if someone made a movie about us and they said, you know what, this Eddie character, let's make him white.
Why?
Exactly. You
Just
don't know.
cause.
That's a shitty example, but I see what you mean now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. So it's like I like the Outlandish. It would be either like they get because I'd be interested to see who would make the new Deadpool game
Right.
and because didn't High Moon close or something?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'd be interested to see who they get for that. Honestly, I'd fucking champion Platinum make a Deadpool game. I'd love to fucking see that.
I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility. It is in their wheelhouse.
It is like that's why it's in their wheelhouse whether or not they'd be able to get the contract shit. And after like the shit show that was Marvel Infinite, I would totally love to see an like because like I said this before, I want to see more Marvel games, despite the fact that there was just the one bad one.
Hmm.
Because I like I said before, I don't want the series to go away just because like I hate that's one thing I hate about the games industry is you pretty much just get like one shot. Average can get you close to shutting your doors down entirely. Sometimes good can still get you shut down.
Hmm.
So it's
True
like
that.
so that's why I'd be like I would love to see either one of those two.
And I'm sorry to go back to the whole Ubisoft thing, and it's
Yeah, I'm
it's
not
been
soft.
Ubisoft. Shut up, bitch. It's just what Ubisoft does, not 100% of the time, but they take what people are talking about the game, like what's wrong with it, like what's bad with it. Like, and then they go and they fix the messed up stuff, you know? They sit down, okay, look, we realize that this isn't perfect, right? Okay, that's fair. We're gonna try to fix it. But what is it that we need to fix? Like they go out and they actually try to talk to their consumers. Rainbow Six, part of the reason why Rainbow Six Siege is popular now was because they had a 3-month period of they did this with the Division as well. They had Operation Health, where they took 3 months out of the game. They didn't add anything to the game. What they instead did was they worked on the infrastructure of the game. So what they did was they took all the busted stuff about Siege and then they fixed it. Not perfect, mind you. It's never going to be perfect. But instead of releasing DLC and then just breaking something else, they got their infrastructure fixed. They updated their servers. They fixed tick rate and everything like that. Like they took care of the game. And it's like, okay, well now we're at the point where we can take care of this game now.
Oh yeah, especially like and I've got like a bunch more respect for like the guys that work on like the innards of like the fucking game because after taking this one coding class, like fucking even like the tiniest shit can totally fucking screw you over. So the fact that like when a game comes out that's playable, I just pretty much kind of give props at this point.
Yeah, and
Mm.
then a lot of people fail to understand. I haven't even taken a coding class, but they just like, yo, well, like, why is this so messed up? Come on, like, you guys are supposed to have this done like a long time ago, and all this other stupid shit. And
Mm.
and I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a second. But
That's fine.
but these people have never taken a coding class to begin with. So all they're just saying is just, hey, the game's broke, fix it, do some stuff.
I'm a
And they think
know-it-all.
Mm.
they think it is as simple as, well, I'm gonna just do some stuff.
Oh yeah, just like fucking like type a couple keys on a keyboard and it's just like, hey, they're fixed. It's just like,
Yeah. That's what they think it is, and it's nothing like that whatsoever.
nope.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hell, in looking at this one college, even just talking to these guys that are taking these classes, they said that like freaking there's discommunication between like the guys that actually like draw up the character models and the guys that are actually like working on the character models. Like there's even like a sort of like a separation of like what you guys are trying to get across to each other, even from like within the same team.
Yeah, like and that's all it takes to mess up a game.
Mm.
Yeah, I can see that.
But it's like because I mean this is something I think well, a lot of us have had a problem with in terms of like the gaming community is that it's just like everyone thinks it's like a stupid simple fix, but then when you actually go in depth into it, it's just like, are you fucking kidding me? You guys would be fired after like the first hour. You guys would literally be as bad as that one guy that was like translating that one fucking conference.
Mm.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah. Well, I guess I
Yeah,
can
like
go with mine.
these things are like never simple things at all.
No,
Mm.
like they are absolutely not.
Mm. Yeah. So y'all gave yours. I guess it's time to give mine, which will always be
Fuck
until
bitches, get
ever
money.
gets announced forever. But I had two. One is somewhat towards yours, Moopsy. But the one that I'll always do is Jade Empire 2, of course.
Of course.
Uh,
Jade Empire.
and the second one actually goes to
The
your
game I
Marvel
watched you
thing.
play.
I know, right? It's great times. But it actually goes to your Marvel thing, but it's not really a new game as much as a revisiting to Infinite.
Oh, like
Mm-hmm.
like doing a complete re-infrastructure fix for Infinite, right?
Yes.
mm, I
I
mean,
can get behind. I can get behind that because that's essentially what fixes games. Like, hey, look, it's not where we want it to be, but we're gonna make it what it was.
I'm not
Mm-hmm.
against it. The part of it, which actually kind of goes back a little bit to what we are just talking about, is that it's like because the way that people have such a hate on for Capcom, I kind of feel like it'd be better just to start fresh than it would be to go back and fix Infinite.
Which is completely understandable with the way Capcom hate has gone around lately. I mean, Monster Hunter really kind of helped nurture that down, but
It's
it's
like
still there in force.
no, yeah, because it's like Resident Evil 7 definitely helped. Monster Hunter World definitely helped it. Um, but like it's like the way that people go about it is it's too easy for them to just hate Capcom. So that I kind of feel like if they went back to Infinite, they'd be like, oh yeah, that piece of shit game. I don't care if they did fix it, like because some people have said that also about Street Fighter 5. Like they did like update and fix a bunch of stuff in the newest update, but they're going like, yeah, but it's still Street Fighter 5, so it's still a piece of shit. Like they don't care about the positives.
Hmm. Although I will say, the only difference between the Marvel thing and Street Fighter Five is that when that update came out, what was it like last week? Um, Twitter was blowing up like crazy about it. Like it was on trending. That's how big it was.
The PlayStation thing or what?
The Marvel update for whatever it was. Like
Oh
it was
right.
just like a balance fix or whatever. But when it was up there, people were speculating like crazy to the point that it was trending. That says a lot.
It does. But like again, that's just my thing. It's just like I'm afraid that like the Capcom hate is like still like fucking too. It's still too easy to hate them, and it's still too easy for people to like hate the game. So I just think fucking, just go fresh.
Which is
But I mean,
understandable.
that's me. That's me.
But it's like Konami. It's like Konami is going around fixing stuff. They got a lot of fucking work to do, and that's the point you're trying to make, right?
Kinda, yeah. Cause
Like they got hella work to do, boy.
honestly, like the amount of work that they have to do, it'd have to be like they'd have to freaking make games that are all as good as Monster Hunter World, like in a row.
Yeah, absolutely.
And even then, people will just be like, okay, so now like the hate's just like leveling out.
But even then, that's better balanced out hate because everything is gonna get hate.
Those are mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what, it's something. If it's gonna get hate, there's gonna be some people that hate on the world. We don't talk to those people, but there's still those people out.
Yeah.
Right.
And this is coming from me. I don't even play Monster Hunter World. But even then,
You're cutting off like bad for me.
Really? Damn.
Yeah, same for me.
I'm sorry. Am I good now?
I mean, you're good now, but we'll see how it plays out. But I mean, like,
Okay.
yeah, like I get you, because like I'm saying, like some of the stuff, like it's still there, but it's starting to level off a little bit because of like Resident Evil 7 and Monster Hunter World, like I've been saying. But it's like we still kind of have to like give it time and stuff. And I just think that if we're talking Marvel, better to start fresh than to just go back and fix the mistakes, because people will just assume the name and then just hate it.
Eddie, you were stupid. I was just gonna say, I think Discord's kind of messing up because the voice thing's like fluctuating like crazy, and then it's like fine.
Discord did have some server outages 2 days ago, or
Yes,
maybe
probably.
maybe even yesterday. Like Discord has been on the fritz.
Yeah, so
Maybe.
probably it's trying to recuperate and stuff.
Maybe. So I guess you want to save the second to last thing for another time, or do you want to like keep going?
Yeah, we'll save that one for next time because that one is actually still going on. Like it's something recently just happened about that, so I'll say that for next time.
All right.
But yeah, side stuff. I did want to point out for side stuff other than the E3 flop things and whatnot, is that I'm actually going to shout out Microsoft for doing something pretty cool, which was they made a controller for disabled people.
Oh, nice.
Now that's lit.
Mm-hmm.
Now that is worthy of fucking praise, right?
Yeah, I just got the notification for it like a couple days ago. It's supposed to come out like I think in a couple of months.
Jess, you're in a wheelchair?
Oh man, didn't you know?
Oh yeah, with all those camera shots just pointed straight at your legs. It's like, hey everybody, it's just a shot of your legs. Today I'm gonna be playing Soul Calibur 5. Watch me play it. It's just the whole shot of your leg the whole time.
It's like what are we looking at?
Who's he using?
Let me see if I can get a picture of it.
But Eddie, how about you? You got any side stuff? Well,
Yeah,
I guess we gotta kind of hurry this one up a little bit more.
Side stuff. I recently hit 300 subscribers.
Hey!
Let's get it. Yeah. I'm going to be slowing down just because of mostly life stuff. But the next punishment. Oh God! Someone hopped in front of me in Battlefield, scared the shit out of me. What I'm going to do as far as my punishment guides go is I'm going to do the hardest characters in the game to actually punish, being Nina Williams, Horong, and Eddie Gordo himself. Not me, Eddie, but like the capoeira dreadlocks guy.
You mean you're
the
not
guy
fat?
I could have been. Yeah, exactly. Precisely. You see, Moose, you know me so well.
But Eddie, you don't need to do one for Eddie because Chloe beats him free. No.
Expect hate.
Just for that, I might add that fucking movie at the end. Just Lucky Chloe, just like just Muay Thai kicking the shit out of him in his fucking like fucking dance, bitch. Like, you know what? I might do it too. But yeah, my channel is slowing down, unfortunately, but that's just because of life circumstances. I'm not able to do the things that I always could do. But I'm trying to manage it as best I can while still not being a strain on my family and my people. It's a very difficult thing, but I am making it work somehow, some way.
Nice.
And everything is going well. The biggest downer is that I just can't stream as much as I would like to. Otherwise, I would have been streaming on non-raid days. I'd be streaming more often, but because of where my life is right now, I just simply cannot afford to.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Also, Yoshimitsu was released for Soul Calibur 6. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's like Yoshimitsu's never been in a Soul Calibur game. Oh no. Oh wow.
It would have been more of a defaulted thing anyway, but it's just he looks so cool that I just have to talk about it.
That's fine. You can talk about the design. The fact that he's in though is just like wow. Nobody's surprised at all.
The trailer is great. Like I wasn't at one. Like to the point where I wish that Yoshimitsu was in Tekken 7.
You know what? I would be okay with that because honestly, this Yoshi is. I said it in the other Discord. This one is probably the best I think he's ever been, in my opinion.
And it's like the Japanese porn star Tentacle Ninja. I thought it couldn't get no better than. I was proven wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong as hell.
I guess I'll give it a shot.
Oh man, it's fucking baller, son. I'm sorry, it's fucking baller. That I'm gonna just leave it at.
Right.
Well, in other news, Dead Man's Sky, aka No Man's Sky, is getting co-op.
Nice. That. Dude, the term co-op alone will bring life into any game.
I mean, it depends on the franchise, because some people will just be like, it doesn't need co-op, it was fine the way it was.
You would be a lie, bitch. I would have seen the person.
You cut off bad.
That's Discord. That's Discord being a butt.
Alright, you know what, let's just finish up it. Let's just wrap up and do plugs and finish this.
Yeah. Who goes first?
I guess I will. So I've been I have some more time since my semester's ending. So check me out on Mr. Moopsy / Twitch TV. I've been streaming Shantae, and until this fucking update for the PlayStation 4 comes out, I'm gonna hold off on trying to finish Kingdom Hearts. So yeah, I'm mostly playing like Shantae right now.
Well, apparently everything is good now, from what I saw.
How?
People are. I don't know.
It's not like a fucking call. This is computers.
Don't ask me because I really.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll just tell my brother it's like, hey, everything's fine now. But so I got that going. If you've been to my channel, you might have noticed my new banner, which is awesome. Jess knows it. And what else? I'm also check out Jess and I's side podcast, a spin-off where Jess and I review movies. We're gonna talk about Deadpool 2 when we get a chance.
Let's get it.
What else? I mean, so yeah, I guess yeah. So watch, come see me stream like this Sunday till like next Thursday. Fucking playing Shantae and Kingdom Hearts, and some Street Fighter too.
Alright. Well, I guess I'll go next then. You can find me at Cosmo Jazz at everything, basically, except for my PSN, which I can't wait to be fucking changed. You know what? They should add that to the E3 thing. Just a side note.
Aha.
But
yeah.
But I'm recently working on a video basically talking about E3 and is it the gamer event of the year anymore, or is it being overshadowed by everything else? And the answer may surprise you.
Yes.
Um, maybe no. But other than that, I'm actually working on some side projects. I'm playing God of War and putting it on YouTube. And happy May, guys. Eddie.
My turn. All right. For some reason, my YouTube URL is messed up, but regardless of which, you can catch me at youtube.com/Baker with 2 R's because I'm weird like that. You can find me on Twitch
Weird
and
out.
on Twitter at Baker_TTV. I going to start what I'm trying to do for social media is make it like something like a diary, not like a real life diary, like dear diary. Today I found out what 2 fingers and some lube could do, like real stupid shit like that. But
Dear diary, today's the 3rd day I've got this weird voice.
But at least try to use. That'd be great. That'd be the first
Just finishes there.
Day 1 of my online diary. Fuck Moops and everything he said.
What if I'm sitting?
Fuck we're sitting. Everything he sits for.
Oh no, my one weakness.
Part of like the whole thought out. Just fuck Moops and everything he stands for. But we're sitting down. And everything he sits for.
I just think that
everything he lays down for.
Shit.
If fuck everything about Moops if it involves Monsieur Moopsy. I hate you, and I wish that you step on Lego.
Quoi?
Yeah, but that's it. Nah, you can find me there. I'm gonna try to post more things more often. And all of you lovely folks, I'm sorry that we had to cut this short, but I will see you guys next time.
Yeah.
How's that?
All right, well, that's
Perfect.
in the years. So everybody, thank you for joining us, and we will catch you all next time.